Addiction is a word that people like to toss around when it comes to me collecting Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon cards. However, the only addiction I have is being addicted to making financially sound decisions. And then of course some other simpletons will say things like, Charlie has a gambling problem. No, what I have is a solution. I had a problem. The problem was I didn't have enough shiny cardboard, and I found the solution by buying Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards. And let's say in this far-off fantasy world that what I have is an addiction. Is that necessarily a bad thing? Would you say Robert Downey Jr.'s cocaine addiction was bad? I don't know if I necessarily would. Look at what that cocaine addiction got Robert Downey Jr. The fucking lead role in the Marvel Cinematic Universe as Iron Man, one of the highest paid actors of all time. I'm Robert Downey Jr., and Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards are my cocaine. You know, he was doing lines out of a gas station bathroom off the baby changing station, and I'm buying cardboard out of a white van and wading through dumpsters and hypodermic needles trying to find some cardboard. It's the same thing, two sides of the same coin. I could see this taking me to the same level as Robert Downey Jr. Nothing but good things with this addiction, I would say. That being said, I spent like $5,000 in a Pokemon break a couple days ago. It was a Drive Pokemon break. He was opening a Neo Genesis First Edition box, and you bet your sweet ass I was coming in hot. So I'll show you how that went. Also, huge thanks to A-Drive for even putting together this big break. I think it was a lot of fun, and I actually got some great pulls. So get excited. I hope you have one hand on your dick and ready to rumble, because they are some really high-octane pulls.
But we have a famous actor on our hands, actually, coming up next.
Famous actor? As in Hollywood?
Yeah, a famous actor, as in Hollywood. And Moist Critical, or Charlie here, he's playing no games, because he not only has one pack, he not only has two packs, he not only has three packs, he has more than four. He actually has the limit. 5 was the limit. And he got 5.
That's insane, bro.
My acting reputation stretches far and wide across the globe. My influence in the acting world cannot be overstated with my portrayal as District 8 Helper in Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 1, as well as the highly anticipated upcoming role I play, Officer Greg, in the horror movie Last of the Grads. And as you know, the critics cannot wait to see my performance there. I'm already starting to get write-ins from the Academy because they're just anticipating a tear-jerking performance that's going to stand the test of time.
You doubled down, man. You hit me up. You said, yeah, I'm going to snag 2 packs. And then it was like maybe an hour later. You were like, go big or go home. I'm grabbing 3 more.
Oh, I was sweating. After the 2 packs, I was like, Charlie, you should have just done 5. Charlie, you got to do 5. And I just simmered on that for an hour. And cold sweats were breaking out, getting hives and everything. And I just scratching my neck. I had to get more. So
we got 5.
You're lucky there was a limit. If you didn't stop me at 5, I would have went all the way up to 35 on this one.
Oh my God, dude. So on the next break, it's going to be me just opening cards.
Just going to open Charlie Moist's box.
I'll just open a box for you. Incredible stuff, man. We've got 5 packs lined up here. I know you're not exactly family friendly, but you have some fun. So why don't you tell everyone a little bit about your content, man?
Yeah, don't worry. I'll keep it family friendly here today. I do a wide variety of content. I've been doing a lot of card openings on Twitch, mainly Yu-Gi-Oh! I opened 105 boxes a couple weeks ago, so it is genuinely a diagnosable illness that I'm suffering from, but I have a lot of enablers in the chat that keep me doing it. And yeah, it's just make all kinds of different content. It's just a lot of fun. So I was super excited that you were doing this and let me be a part of it, because I absolutely love this.
All right, man. Well, your first pack is ready to rock. I'm going to move those 2 cards here, and we're going to get it rocking. I will read off the cards as they pop up. Oh, there was a card backwards in this pack.
Really?
What does that mean?
It's a good sign.
What does that mean, chat? Before I move forward, it looks like there's more. I think there's more cards in this pack than normal.
Have I been scammed? Give me the truth.
I don't know. That is very strange. How many are there?
Is it a God pack, bro?
Oh, baby.
This has a lot of cards in it. I'm gonna count very carefully. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Dude, you got like 3 extra cards.
This is incredible.
That's historic.
This is incredible, and I want to say this is one of the main reasons why we have an extra camera set up, because stuff like this. This is an incredible error pack here. This is something you may never see again in your life.
Literally.
That is absolutely fantastic. A little gift from Nintendo to me. I couldn't be happier.
All right, so I don't know what to expect out of these. I'm gonna try to flop them around a little bit so we can kind kind of do this the way we would. But there's more cards in this pack than normal, so I don't know what's going to happen, man. But we're going to kick things off with a Grand Bull here.
All right.
I don't even know where the rare is going to be. Will there be 2 rares? I don't know what's... Will there be 5 Lugias in this pack? I don't know. A Togepi. Someone just said in the chat, feeding into Charlie's problem.
Exactly.
A Snubble. This is all the build-up, man.
Yeah, this is wild.
This is, yeah.
A
Big
Cyndaquil sitting down, baby.
A nice hit.
Okay, I'll take that.
A Grass Energy. You ready?
So
I'm ready. Hit me.
Holographic Skarmory!
you gotta be kidding me, bro.
What a pack for Charlie.
Yep, you love to see that right there. How many cards was that? 400 cards in that pack?
I don't know what just happened, but an error pack with a holographic Skarmory. The centering is flawless. The print on the holographic looks flawless. I mean, this is...
That was amazing. Fantastic. Thank you for resealing that for me. I appreciate the game. On my first pack, history was made. The first ever documented case of a pack having more cards than it was supposed to out of the Neo Genesis First Edition box. A historic moment, finished off with a wonderful Skarmory. Unfortunately, the Skarmory is not like one of the most valuable cards in the set, but it's still a nice looking card. It could definitely fetch a nice price, enough to have school lunches paid for like a month if I was to find the right buyer, perhaps just someone that really loves jerking off to Skarmory or some kind of Skarmory enthusiast fan club, because it is in great condition and a great looking card, so was very happy with my first pack.
Yeah, that was so different from like the openings you'll find with Charlie, because like he's speed running. You speed run to the money card.
Yeah.
Do you prefer the slow burn of this, or?
No, I think this is a lot better. So I've never opened like classic stuff like this. I'm always opening like the newer sets, and in there it's just like a bunch of garbage. Like you have like 3 popsicle sticks and then a rare. Here, everything's good. Like, so I absolutely prefer this because there's a lot more buildup and everything. Whereas in the newer stuff for Yu-Gi-Oh and everything, like you'll get like a piece of gum and then a card worth 99 cents. So I mean, it's absolutely better to speedrun those.
Yeah, for sure. The dopamine hit is better on these because you do have that suspense, that buildup.
What a pull. That Skarmory is beautiful, man. What a card. This pack is not an error pack. Sorry to disappoint.
Okay.
At least up to this point. I think we got our first Sunflora of the day, though. An Electabuzz. First Electabuzz of the day.
I do like Electabuzz. I like his sounds in the anime where he just sounds like an old man with peanut butter on the roof of his mouth.
Something like that, right? An Energy Charge. Trainer card. Alright, so we have a strikeout there, but
Right.
Just as confirmation, that last pack had extra uncommons.
You got the delicate hands of a surgeon over there, man. You've got it down to a science now.
At this point, your cards are in good hands.
More hollow here, baby. Come on.
Psychic Energy.
Something big.
An Energy Charge trainer card.
Beautiful.
We're building up, though. We're building up.
That playset of Energy Charge.
We are. You're gonna run the Energy Charge deck like no one ever did. We're building up, though. We're building up.
The good news is I wanted 2 energy charges at the very least, and luckily within my first 3 packs, I got exactly what I was hoping for Christmas. 2 beautiful energy charges to wipe my asshole with, so I couldn't have asked for anything better, really.
Pikachu again!
Woo!
God, dude.
It's a
Wow.
pack. Yeah, baby.
Slowpoke?
I just want one more of those energy trainers so I have my full playset.
Don't jinx yourself. Electric Energy? And... Hologram! Oh my god!
Are you kidding?
Oh my god!
Yes! That's fuck. Yes! That's
Oh
exactly what I wanted.
my
Yes!
god! Very, very good centering here. Incredible centering. We do have a little indent on the bottom here, which was the same thing as that Azumarill, and actually it looks like another one over there. The print looks really good. There does seem to be a print line in the middle. It's kind of hard to tell. The holographic itself is beautiful. The centering is incredible. And in terms of the back looks pretty flawless. I mean, you can see the ding coming through, but other than that, I mean, this is an incredible... I mean, if it wasn't for that little ding, I hate to say that, this would probably be flawless. This is an incredible card.
I'm not too worried about it. So I don't sell the cards. I just like to collect them. So for me, that just adds character. It adds a little memory down there.
That's beautiful, man. Let me take a peek. I gotta look. I mean, that card is worth a couple bucks.
Yeah,
I mean, we're
that's a
talking
band right
in the 10,000 plus range. Someone in the chat says it's a 9, 100%. I mean, we're legitimately talking like $10,000 plus if that comes back as a good grade. Which again, aside from those little dings, I mean, that was a really good looking card.
Unfortunately, I think there is zero chance that comes back as a 9. I feel like if I gave that to PSA, they'd be insulted with the ding there. They'd just start spitting on my card and just throwing it in the trash can or something, taking turns dumping coffee on it or something. I don't think there's a chance that it can be a 9 with the ding, but it is like a really fucking beautiful card. And like I said, I don't really collect the cards, so just having it is cool for me. And that card, if it was like a 9 or a 10, yeah, that's like a fat 10 old K right there. So either way, that's the card that I actually really did want to get. I was hoping for a Typhlosion. The Lugia would have been cool because it's like a $20,000-$30,000 card, but the Typhlosion I think was the better looking card. Super happy with that, and still one pack to go. Spoiler alert: the last pack kind of fucking sucks. I'm gonna ruin the surprise for you right now. It doesn't get better than the Typhlosion.
I would imagine you're pretty happy with your outcome so far.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. What I really was hoping for was 2 holos, and we already hit that, so everything now is just a little extra.
Alright. And the final card.
I want it bad. I want it bad.
Arcade Game Trainer.
That's alright.
It's still an incredible outcome. Pulling Pikachus, starters, Typhlosion, and Skarmory. And an error pack, which, I mean, that's a moment that I think will go in history there. That's pretty incredible.
Yeah, finish was a little queef right there with the arcade game to finish it off, but either way, really happy with the 5 packs, and it was a lot of fun, so definitely looking forward to entering into more breaks if I can find them, if there's more people enabling this pseudo-addiction that I have, I suppose. It's just a lot of fucking fun, so thanks to A-Drive for putting that on. I really enjoyed it, and yeah, that's about it. So yeah. There's nothing more douchey than when someone starts talking about how much money they make on the internet and just kind of rub their wealth in the face of the people that got them there. The second someone starts flexing their insufferable little dickhole around, bragging about how much money they bring in every month, they lose my respect. And that's a big deal. When you lose my respect, that's like losing one of those beautiful gold stars on your elementary school report card. Like, it hurts. And I have no doubt people lose sleep over it. That being said, I feel like now I have to defend myself and my financial security because now I'm experiencing this influx in stinky Reddit armchair psychologists hyper-analyzing everything I've done with Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon card openings on my stream, and everyone wants to pretend to be my financial accountant all of a sudden, talking about how I'm going to lose all of my money, I actually have a serious gambling addiction and need professional help. Getting tons of emails about it. It's genuinely pathetic stuff. And I know on the internet, Reddit and Twitter in particular, everyone has this hero fetish and fantasy where they're this crazy masked vigilante that saves the day. If there's someone that did something wrong, they will be the one to take them down and bring justice. If there's someone that needs help, they will swoop in and make sure they get that help. Whether or not they understand the full scope of things, from behind the keyboard, everybody is James Bond and they're going to save the day and get the girl on the internet. It's sad stuff, and I never really thought that I would be the target of this shit, for like these people trying to save me as if I'm some damsel in distress. I'm being consumed by a gambling addiction. I know I can't teach you social skills, but you have to be pretty fucking out of touch to think the things that I say give off serious gambling addict vibes. I thought it was a joke we were all in on, and I still think most people are, but now there's a massive community of people that clearly aren't in on the joke and think when I say things like, it's just investing, or we don't use the P word out here, P being profit, you know, things like that, they take it as actual addiction shit. I guess I need to finish every one of my sentences when I open cards with a /S so that way they can understand it's meant to be a joke and they can give the updoots to the left, put it in terms they can understand. I don't know how much more clear to make it. I fucking call addiction the A slur. Like, how much more on the nose does it need to be that it's not meant to be taken seriously? I don't open cards that often. It's like once or twice every 3 weeks or so. It's not like the most frequent content I make, but it's content that's always fun to do. I don't chase a high. I don't constantly research cards to buy. I literally just take like the first couple things I see on the most popular website that does cards, TCG Player. It's nothing that I'm thinking about constantly. I don't know I don't understand like what else to say in that regard. People are saying like Charlie's clearly chasing the dragon now. He can't get enough of that high. He's huffing that cardboard in the bathroom every time it gets off stream. It's, oh my god, it's dangerous now. It's just out of control. The fucking cards just sit in my bathroom closet. Like, it's not like I have some kind of shrine dedicated to them like Helga with a Hey Arnold statue out of bubblegum. It's just, I open the cards on stream, we get some cool shit sometimes, and we have fun. That's it. There's nothing deeper than that. Now, before I get in deep to debunking the whole doomsday conspiracy theory of the downfall of Charles White's sanity lost to his gambling addiction shit, I need to address the viral clip that happened a couple days ago where I pulled a Snorlax on Wubby's stream, and then Tiana, who was doing a drunk stream next door, came in to just tease and make fun of me, but it came out more aggressive than she wanted it to be. She was aiming for it to be more playful, but it just didn't really get across that way. And that's become a big deal, unfortunately. And this clip has had every psychiatrist come out of the woodwork online and put their degrees to good use finally, and they're analyzing everything about the clip, saying that Charlie is clearly afraid to admit his addiction in front of others, and this is supposed to be an intervention from Tiana, when neither one of those things is the case. Tiana opens more fucking cards than I do. She opens them on stream with me. She'll open cards when I'm not even around just because she has the itch for it. She doesn't give a fuck about the cards and is in on the joke, but unfortunately that night, none of the jokes she made landed like at all. Unfortunate, but that's what it is. And then when it comes to me being afraid to admit my addiction in front of people, A, I don't have an addiction, and B, the part they're using to make that point is one of the most obvious jokes I think I've ever made when it comes to opening cards. She asked me when I bought the packs from Wubby, and I said 2 weeks ago before our promise. Obviously there was no promise made, that was just a joke. And then she asked me again, and I said, it was 4 days ago. And then she asked again, and I said, it was this afternoon. I think that's like one of the most basic jokes you can make about it, bringing up the timetable of when you actually bought the shit. But I guess somehow people actually thought that was me trying to hide when I purchased those beautifully greased packs from Wubby. Which is sad, but whatever, I guess. You don't really have to look further than the titles of the videos I make about card openings. Just look at the fucking titles. There's nothing I won't do for rare Pokemon cards. 105 boxes is not enough. It's never enough. I don't have a problem. I still don't have a problem. It's not an addiction. Just look at those fucking titles. Like, how much more obvious do I need to make it that it's not supposed to be taken seriously? It's self-aware. I'm not actually fucking addicted to cardboard. Like, it's just so incredible to me that this even needs to be said. And I'm so fucking tired of the Reddit threads and emails talking about it. So I figured since everyone wants to cosplay as my accountant, I'll give you all some homework so that way you can actually see that I'm not financially ruining myself for the future. I'm not making reckless decisions that are going to burn down everything around me and push the people I love away, or end up homeless, sucking coke out of a stripper's asshole in a year's time because of this addiction to cardboard or anything like that. I would have thought and hoped that everyone was socially aware enough to be in on the joke, and most people are, but there's still a large portion of people that express genuine concern and disappointment and disgust in the Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! Openings that I've been doing. So I'm going to do something I've never really wanted to do, and we're going to talk about money here. So first thing you need to understand is internet content creators, they make significantly more money than you think they do. Whatever number you're picturing for a content creator, double it. It is an incredible amount of money that people on the internet make. Disguised Toast actually made an incredibly insightful video into the salary of a high-level Twitch streamer, and that's out of date. It's significantly higher in modern times, but it is a good insight into where a lot of the money in that field comes from. So for me, what I'm going to talk about today is I'm only going to talk about on the Twitch side of things, that financial side. I'm not even going to bother talking about YouTube or anything like that. We are only going to talk about my earnings from Twitch in relation to what I spend on my fucking cards that I buy for the streams. It's pretty fucking sad that I feel the need to even make this video right now. I wish this didn't turn into some negative thing, because the streams opening all this shit have been a lot of fun. But as is tradition on the internet, there's a large group of people that just straight up fucking ruin this kind of thing. So I figured I might as well climb on the top turnbuckle here at WrestleMania and just tackle it right by its fucking titties here. So only talking about Twitch and only talking about Twitch subs. That's how we're going to handle this today to make everything as simple as possible. On Twitch, a sub is a reoccurring monthly payment that a viewer gives to a streamer to unlock special emotes and just to show support for a streamer that they like. There's 3 levels. There's a tier 1 sub, which is $5 a month, a tier 2 sub, which is $10 a month, and a tier 3 sub, which is $25 a month. There's also a Twitch Prime sub, which is a free sub that everyone gets on Twitch. that you can give to a streamer where it's free for you to sub to them, but the streamer still gets the full amount as if it was a tier 1 sub. That's everything that you need to know when it comes to subscribing to someone on Twitch. Now we're going to look at last month for me. Last month I had 31,000 subscribers on Twitch. That puts my channel at number 5 overall on the Twitch subscriber charts, which is absolutely incredible to think about, and I really can't express my thanks enough. I've said that multiple times during streams, but that level of support is unbelievable to me and really does mean the world, so a huge thank you for that. And for the sake of making things super simple here, we're going to say every single one of those subs is a tier 1 sub, which is $5 a month. That's not the actual case, but Twitch doesn't like me and anyone going into exactly how much they earn from the platform, so we're going to stick with everything just being a tier 1 at $5 a month. Now, how much does a streamer get of that? Well, the safe thing to assume is they get half. That's not exactly the case because most streamers get more than half of a sub. But for the sake of keeping everything simple and for the sake of argument, we're going to say half. So go ahead and dust off your old abacus over there. What is 31,000 times 2.5? 2.5 being half of $5. I'll go ahead and spoil the surprise to Charles White's pop mathematics quiz here. The answer is $77,500 a month just from subs, and that is an extremely low ball estimate. There's also other avenues streamers make money from, which is ads that play during the stream as well as donations, but we're only going to look at subs here. Just Twitch subs. I'm not talking anything about YouTube. I'm not talking anything about anything else. We're only looking at one specific area here today, just to make it as clear as possible. $77,500 last month just from subs. That number is absolutely fucking crazy. So, what did I spend on Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon cards last month? After rummaging through the trash cans looking for receipts and everything, I was able to calculate right around $11,000 worth of Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon cards I purchased last month. That's actually on the high end, it was less than that, but 11,000 is a nice number to work with here. So $11,000 was spent on that. So what is 77,500 minus 11,000? I'm sure you don't need me to tell you that, but I'm going to do it anyway. It's $66,500. Wow. I hope Charlie can survive off $66,500, but naturally your next thing will be like, well, that's not the only thing you bought, I'm sure, Charlie. What about your monthly expenses on that, like your house or something? Okay, so we'll factor that in now. My monthly expenses to live in this house is all bills and everything included, right around $2,400. So let's go ahead and do that next step of mathematics here. I'm not trying to confuse everyone. I don't want anyone's fucking brain exploding and like blood leaking out of their eyes from all this intense calculation here. But 66,500 minus 2,400. Another pretty simple one, I would think. That brings us down to $64,100. Damn. Really struggling to survive off that, I gotta tell you what. But now the next thing is, Charlie, I'm sure you bought some shit for yourself. And you'd be right. I bought groceries and I bought games to play. Those are really the only two things I ever really spend money on. So I couldn't really find an exact number for that, but let's just go on the really high end and say I spent $10,000 buying premium groceries, nothing but caviar and unicorn tears for me to drink. $10,000 I spent on groceries and Steam shitty games. So $64,100 minus $10,000, which is outlandish, nowhere near what I spent, but just to keep proving a point. That brings us down to $54,100. That is still an insane amount. That's still fucking crazy. Now, as I mentioned a couple weeks ago, I also spend a decent chunk of money in private paying for other people's animal surgeries, like when their pet gets injured or needs life-saving surgery and they can't afford it. I like to come in and pay for it to help them out. That's something I've done for a little while now, but I don't think I need to even put those in this calculation here because I think the point is already being made. And then, Charlie, what about luxury? Did you buy anything for yourself? Look at me, asshole. I wear the same fucking white t-shirt and basketball shorts every day. I'm like a goddamn cartoon character. I don't really buy a whole lot of things for myself. I don't need a whole lot of things. What I buy is shit for fun content to keep making, for me to have fun with and for people to enjoy. That's really the only thing I ever really buy. So no, I didn't really have any other expenses aside from that kind of shit there, which is groceries and food, and then the cards that I bought for streams. That's really it. I don't spend much money. I just don't. So $54,100. And this is all just off one thing, which is Twitch subs, and a really low ball on Twitch subs, by the way. That is an incredible amount of money still left after these ludicrous purchases that everyone all of a sudden is super concerned about. You don't understand. Everyone likes to pretend they understand the full scope of everyone's situation when it comes to anything on the internet, but you just don't. And it also doesn't take an extremely smart person to recognize that when I buy those Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon boxes to open on stream, it's not like it's just a net loss. I'm making money back off the streams, and then when I post the highlight videos onto YouTube. That's never my goal. I'm not trying to make money off of those things. I do it for the fun of the content, but that's the reality of it. That's what happens. When I buy those kind of things, money comes back in from it. Even though I don't sell the cards because I like jerking off to them, I still get money back on that. A return on investment. I don't genuinely view it as an investment that's just a joke. Calling it mystery investing, it's just a joke, but really in actuality, I do get money back on that. So it's not like I'm just flushing that shit down the toilet or wiping my dog's asshole with it. It comes back. So I just don't understand, like, you have to be overdosing on Xanax and heroin to, like, close your eyes to the obvious fact that this isn't, like, a problem. I don't have an actual gambling addiction. It's just content. It's just me buying things to make some fun content with. I'm not at financial risk. I think it's pretty easy to survive off $54,100 a month. Now, obviously, that's not money that's guaranteed every month, but that's still an extremely high amount of money that most people, myself included, can easily survive off of. Now, I appreciate people that were genuinely concerned and just inquisitive, like, Charlie, are you sure you can do this? I'm fine with that. It's the people, specifically Twitter and Reddit, that use it as a way of shitting on me and calling me extremely irresponsible and reckless and prone to all kinds of gambling addictions and mental illnesses and shit like that, going deep into this some kind of pseudo-therapist role where they like to just go through everything like, oh, if you look at Charlie's left iris, you can really see it start to flicker a little bit and twinkle. It really seems like it's reigniting an old gambling passion of his. I hope he doesn't go down the slippery slope. Oh, another box of cards, Charles. I'm disappointed, and I can't support the gambling demon awakening within you. I'm going to have to take my leave now. It's too painful to see. It's so fucking frustrating. I don't have an actual fucking gambling addiction. I thought we were all in on that joke, but clearly there's still quite a few people, a large portion, that lack the social awareness to pick up on that. I don't have a susceptibility to gambling problems or anything like that. I'm not making reckless decisions. I'm just getting these card boxes because the streams, opening them, joking with the chat, and just having some fucking fun have been really enjoyable. That's really it. It's just some fun content. It doesn't go deeper than that. These people probably laugh at flat earth conspiracy theorists and shit like that and reptilians, but they themselves do the same shit. They're just speculating on nothing based on nothing without knowing anything about my situation, and it is extremely sad. And more than that, it's just frustrating. So yeah, just wanted to clear all this up now. Hopefully I can stop having these fucking threads hyper-analyzing all this shit, because it's just not that deep. That's really about it. See ya.